Troubled by the dwindling culture of reading in Nigeria, particularly amongst the younger generation, an educationist and development expert, Professor Suleiman Buguru, has appealed to government to set aside special funds for the resuscitation and development of national libraries across the country to rejuvenate reading culture among citizens. The former Executive Secretary, Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TED Fund, made his appeal in Abuja at the public presentation of a book entitled Leadership Development and Change, authored by Dr. Otive Igbuzor.
We have a new cultural paradigm that hardly encourages reading culture. And just as I believe orientation and values have changed so badly. Especially if we talk about values, we're talking about the lesser emphasis on the positives.
Buguru bemoaned the deplorable state of public library in the country, saying government should accelerate work in the ongoing construction of the new National Library in Abuja to provide conducive environment and incite citizens' interest in reading. He further alleged that leadership had failed the country more than any other thing in the nation's history, while calling on public office holders to ensure that their policies and programs translate to inclusive, effective, and sustainable development. He, however, expressed displeasure over the negative use of information and communication technology by the youthful population in the country.
Look at the aspect of ICT. Yes, there are positives and sometimes the negatives, sadly, of ICT coming into facilitate learning. It's quite positive overall, but there are negative aspects when we discover that the youth, children now, are spending more time on the electronics, particularly not being as focused. If there is no reading culture, you find people happy to celebrate number of certificates rather than prepare themselves to defend the certificate.
The development experts added that it is very sad that people with questionable characters had made their ways into the public space and are occupying sensitive positions instead of men of good character and integrity, observing that the Nigerian society is now celebrating wrong people and value system. Presenting the book, the former governor of Ekiti State and incumbent Minister of Mines and Steel Development, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, said that people often constrain leadership to only those occupying public office, arguing that leaders are made at various levels. He promised to ensure that substantial number of people serving in the APC administration would read the book to learn from Otive's ideology on leadership and development.
Getting copies for all my colleagues in cabinet. If I get copies for them, I'm also going to insist that they read the book and take away ideas and ethos that undergird democratic development, and that's really what the book is about. It's about values-driven leadership. It's about accountability to the people who have put us in office. But it's also about recognizing that leadership is not just about those who are in public office. We are all leaders.
On his part, a pharmacist and the author of the book, Dr. Otive Igbuzor, said that the diction used in the book was simple and straightforward, adding anybody with a secondary school education can read and understand the propositions in the book. He nonetheless made case for the inclusion of women in governance to accelerate development in the country.
We know that women constitute half of the population. And if you look at it across the world, any country that wants to develop gives a lot of premium to women. So our advocacy is that if you want to accelerate development, include women, let women be in the driver's seat.